Hi guys, it's Mary Dawn from mypinkmexico.blogspot.com, and I am beyond delighted to be bringing you another Hero Arts video. Today I'm going to make a card that features the two new shadow ink colors, Mint and Julep and Fresh Peach, and I'll be using some stamps from the Stamp Your Story catalog and the Stamp of the Week, which is the Stamp and Build set, the woodblock set. So to get started, I'm going to take a strip of paper that's 4 1/4 wide, and it doesn't really matter how tall it is. I'm going to be cutting it in half. But I'm going to color it with my Mint Julep ink and set it aside to dry. Then I'll be taking another piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 wide by about 2 1/8 tall, and I'm going to use my plus adhesive to just temporarily adhere that to my mat. I'm going to get it centered on the center line, and I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Majig to stamp the small rectangle from this Stamp and Build set. I've already stamped my image onto my Stamp-A-Majig. Used Cup of Joe ink so that it would show up better. And I'm going to center that and begin stamping. I have marked the end of my woodblock stamp here with an X because both ends are similar. I want to make sure I'm stamping it in the right place, the way that I stamped it on my Stamp-A-Majig imaging sheet. So I'm going to make sure that X is toward me. I'm gonna move on down the line here, and I will set this aside to dry. For a little texture, I'm going to add the long skinny rectangle from the Stamp and Build set, and I'm just gonna do it across the top in soft sand shadow ink. And I'm not using the Stamp-A-Majig for this, just kind of eyeballing it. And I'll set this aside. Okay, I've got my main image here, and using this Rosebud stamp from the Remember set in the Stamp Your Story line. And I'm going to use Soft Cantaloupe and Fresh Peach to ink up the flower. I'm gonna ink it all over with Soft Cantaloupe, and then I'm going to use the Soft Peach on just the tips of the bud and the base, and then I will stamp it in the rectangles. Now that my flowers have been stamped, I'm going to add the sentiment. And it's a phrase from the Remember set as well. And I'm going to add that in this bottom right. And I'm going to stamp it with Cup of Joe Midtone shadow ink. I cut the strip of cardstock that I colored with the Mint Julep paper. I cut it roughly in half, and I'm going to add it to the top and bottom of my main image. And I'll just use my mat to get that on straight. I'm going to leave it a little bit taller at the bottom. And I'm going to add it to my card base with foam adhesive. And there's my finished card. I worked with this for a while, deciding on my final design, and I originally had made it landscape, but I used the same stamps, the same techniques, and I just made it a top folding portrait card. And I like them both. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.